Hello fight fans, welcome to Boxing to the World. Today I'm going to discuss with you how AJ wins Oleksandr Usyk in their rematch. In the first fight, you realize that AJ played to the strength of Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr, we know he's a boxer. AJ didn't use his strength to be able to beat Oleksandr Usyk, but rather he felt like he wanted to beat the boxer by boxing with the boxer, and that didn't work out for him. But well, that doesn't mean that AJ cannot be able to win the rematch. For me, should AJ be able to win the rematch, there are certain things that he needs to change. First of all, AJ needs to work on his stamina. AJ seems to gas out every time whenever he starts an onslaught, and he finds it very difficult to sustain pressure on his opponent continuously for like 3 or 4 rounds. You realize that when he started his pressure from the 6th round, he wasn't able to sustain it. So in the 6th round, he had to take some time off to regain his strength and then come back again in the 8th round. Wanting to fight with Oleksandr Usyk with that strategy is not something that works. You should be with your A game. You should come in with a stamina that will be able to sustain you continuously for 4 or 5 rounds. Once AJ is able to do that, he should be able to beat Oleksandr Usyk in the rematch and even knock him down. Even if you look at AJ's fight with Vladimir Klitschko, you realize that he was gassed out. Even though he was able to give his all to the fight, at a point he was gassed out. Had Vladimir also not gassed out, probably he would have ended up knocking out AJ. But he was able to escape it because Vladimir was also very tired, so that was why he wasn't able to. So coming into a rematch with Oleksandr Usyk, you should have your stamina spot on. You should have it and be able to sustain pressure, be able to sustain onslaught on your opponent for like 4-5 rounds continuously. Then after that, he can be able to lay back, take some 2 or 3 rounds, and then give the pressure again. AJ needs to use his attributes. AJ, come on, AJ is a big man. He should be able to bully Usyk. Usyk's fight with Chisora is anything to go by. Then it means that AJ can pick something from that. You realize that in the fight with Chisora, Usyk was not able to sustain the pressure. The pressure that was coming from Chisora, he was not able to sustain it. So you realize that even in the first half of that fight, Oleksandr was just running around in the ring, and then Chisora was chasing him around and all that. If AJ is able to sustain that pressure on Oleksandr, it throws him off balance, and Oleksandr will not be able to do anything to beat AJ. With this, I'm very sure AJ will be able to beat Oleksandr at the end of that fight or at the end of the rematch. What again can AJ do to win this fight? AJ should be very, very adaptable. AJ, in the first fight, he was trying to stick to the game plan, but the game plan was not working. As a fighting man, whatever game plan you come in, if it is not working, you should be able to adapt to the game and then make sure you bring in changes that can help you to win the fight. Clearly, from the first round to the last round, you realize that AJ was falling short. Everything that he was doing was being countered and all that, but he still kept to the game plan, hoping that along the line Usyk was going to gas out somewhere and then he was going to take advantage of it. No, AJ should be able to adapt. Adaptability in the game is core to the success of winning the fight. He should be able to adapt. If you are doing something and it's not working, change it. You can't be doing the same thing which is not working and hope that you are going to get a different result out of it. So you do it, give it your all, and then you know that even if the guy gets you knocked out, you know that you gave it your all, but you just fell short. So AJ, going into this rematch, you should be able to adapt to the game. If you went in with a game plan and you realize that after the first 3-4 rounds the plan is not working, adapt. And if you adapt to it, you'll be able to change the game plan of your opponent. You may even throw them off balance because they were not, or they are not expecting you to change in the middle of the game. So I believe AJ has a chance, a greater chance of winning this rematch than Oleksandr Usyk does. And if their team is able to follow, or AJ is able to follow these recommendations, I believe strongly that he will come top at the end of the day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video and share the video. Also comment in the comment section below. Thank you.